Hey guys, my name is Brian Carlson. I'm a photographer based here in Orlando, Florida. I'm doing a conceptual shoot here at Orange Studio for Rent. Go ahead and check them out at orangestudioforrent.com. And while you're at it, check out my website at briancarlsonphoto.com. Thanks for watching. I thought up of this concept a few months prior to the shoot. It took several weeks to get everything in order. I ended up spending a good 3 days shopping for props, clothing, and buying the materials to build the set. This was my first time building a major set, and I knew I was going to need plenty of time, so we stretched the shoot out over 2 days. The first day was dedicated to building the set. We let the paint and drywall spackle dry overnight. The second day was dedicated to shooting. I took a theater class in high school, but don't know a lick about building theater flats. Below in the post you'll see I've included some of the links that have helped me in building the flats. One flat is 4 feet wide by 8 feet tall. I wanted to make sure I had enough room, so the back of the wall of the set is 2 flats combined, making it 8 feet wide by 8 feet tall. The wall on the right side is 4 feet wide and 8 feet tall. In the final photos I didn't even need the right wall, but I wanted it there just in case I decided to switch angles and show it in the photo. See here my lighting setup is pretty simple. I wanted to keep it pretty natural looking. To camera left I have a 7-foot octabank pointed at the subject. This light produced some nice soft light but still cast too much of a shadow from the subject on the wall. To light up that shadow and add some fill light I boomed a shoot through umbrella about 5 feet in front and above the camera. I shot at f8 at 200th of a second at ISO 100. So here are the files I selected. You can tell my white balance is pretty blue, but I knew I could fix that because I was going to be doing a lot of editing in post. I like to look at the white balance presets before I do any color correction. The presets usually give me a good starting point for color correction. I came up with a custom white balance that lies between the daylight and flash presets. As for exposure, I make it a habit to slightly underexpose my photos so I can achieve highlight detail. Shooting digital is comparative to shooting transparency. It's always best to expose for the highlights I've learned. One thing I really love about the newer editing software is the ability to profile a lens. There isn't much distortion or lens vignetting with Canon's 16-35 2.8, which I used on this shoot, but I have found the lens correction really helps when using a 50 or 85mm. I usually like to look at my edited photos for a few days to determine if I want to edit them any further. Sometimes I find myself coming back to an image several times to tweak it before I'm happy with it. Originally, I had just planned on having the model play the guitar. I've learned from a lot of experience to bring multiple ideas to a shoot, especially one where you are investing so much time. I do this just in case my original idea doesn't work out. In this case, I think it paid off. While the image of the guitar is nice, I actually prefer the image of the model playing the drums. Well, I hope you found this video informational. Thanks for watching, and if you get a minute, head on over to my blog at briancarlsonphoto.com/blog to stay up to date on what I'm doing.